guys, it's Janie. Welcome back to the Bookworms, buddy. It is Tuesday, so it is time for Tuesday Talks. Tuesday Talks is a group that I start with my friend Janelle over at Mrs. J. Rod's Reads, and every Tuesday we discuss book-related topics. If you're interested in joining that, I'll link to that in the description box below. So for this week's Tuesday Talks, we are discussing synopsises and what you think of them. I have a lot of different thoughts and ideas about synopsises, and I'm going to share those thoughts and ideas with you. For the most part, I think synopsises can be helpful. You know, it gives you a glimpse into what the story is that you're going to be reading about, especially if it is a genre that you're not used to, or a genre you don't read much. And I find that to be very helpful, especially when I'm possibly picking up a fantasy book or historical book. I kind of want to know what the content is, you know, to know if it's going to be interesting to me and I'm going to want to read it. So, in that case, I like synopsises. In another case of synopsises, a good example of this was The Night Circus. It was misleading. The synopsis was really misleading to me because I thought there was going to be this huge battle between these two people, because that's what it said on the synopsis, and that didn't happen, not in my opinion. And I hung on to that book waiting for this big thing, this big event to take place, and I didn't really think that it got to that point. So I felt like that synopsis was pretty misleading. A lot of people enjoyed that book. I think the writing was good, and there was parts of it that I really liked, but I don't think it was as good as everybody, you know, was saying it was good. I do appreciate the writing and the writing style in that book. I thought the writing was good. It just didn't, the storyline just did not capture my attention. So anyway, I think synopsis can also be misleading, and I really, really hate that. You pick up a book and like, oh, sounds fantastic, and it's just not. Another thing about synopsises is they can give away a little bit more than you would like it to, so things can feel like spoilers. And this happened to me too when I was reading was it Inkheart? I think it was the first one, Inkheart. And I felt like the synopsis was a spoiler, because what was in the synopsis didn't happen till later, actually happened till later in the book. And yeah, I thought that was kind of like a spoiler for that. Now, I know there's a lot of people that don't read synopsises on books because of that, because there possibly being spoilers in it, because sometimes synopsises get carried away and they're giving you too much information for the story. I know a lot of people want to go into something not really knowing what it's about, and so those synopsises can kind of ruin that for somebody who does not want to know everything about a story. For me, though, on the other hand, I want to know a little bit about the story. I want to know what I'm getting into. There is a such thing as too much in a synopsis. So that was too much for me in that one. What do you guys think of synopsises? Do you think they're helpful, they're over-helpful, overindulgent, or misleading, or any of that stuff? Let me know in the comments below and we will talk about it. Thanks, guys, for staying tuned, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.